Hello, it's your favorite anchor man, Jay Jizzy from Pittsburgh, PA. I want to talk to you people about the presidential election that's coming up. I'm not going to try, I'm going to try not to talk too long and take up too much of your time, but I need to rap to you people about this election coming up. So let's jump right into it. We'll start with Hillary Clinton first. Ladies first. We'll start with Miss Clinton. Now, the biggest hang up you people have on Miss Clinton is, and Donald Trump has on her, is her lying about emails. And he's always calling her a liar, regardless what she's saying. He calls her a liar all the time. But his biggest hang up with her is these emails. Now, I don't know what happened with her emails or whatever. I wasn't there. I'm not an investigator. I wasn't a reporter. I don't know. I can only go from what I seen on the news and stuff. It's never really came out that Hillary did anything wrong with her emails. I don't know if she sent it to some other country or whatever. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's all a lot of speculation and assumptions. So I don't know what the situation really is, but that's the biggest gripe. Other than that, there's no real big issue with her, as far as that he's bringing up. It's about her lying in those emails. Okay. All right. Let's look at Trump. Trump has a long list of stuff. All right, long list. Start with number one. Number one, he's very ignorant. Number two, he's very disrespectful. Number three, he's a racist. Yes, he's a racist. From the comments that he's made. Now, I don't know the man personally, but this from watching him on TV and the comments and stuff that he makes, he's a racist. Okay? He's a liar. He's shisty. He's a bully. He's a punk. All right? Now, how many times has he got on TV and said he's friends with this person, mostly of the black persuasion, and the people that he said he's friends with got on him like, no, he's not my friend. I've never associated with him. He's told so many lies, and that aspect of the department is ridiculous. All right. Also, he's got on TV and said, well, not on TV, but he was on a bus. Okay. And I guess he forgot his microphone was on or whatever, but he's been heard by millions of people because they said on the news, they played it on the news about women, groping women, making advances towards women that are not warranted. You know what I mean? Degrading women, degrading people of color. This this real disrespectful. You know what I mean? Talking about grabbing their private parts, kissing them when this basically pushing himself on those females, not even, you know, getting the consent of them for to kiss them or whatever. Just doing what he want to do. That's a sign of a rapist, man. You know what I mean? That's a sign of a person that doesn't have control. Okay. Then he has not paid taxes. That's crazy. Now let that be me, you, somebody of color. The IRS will be up our butts with a microscope. Why hasn't the IRS went after? How come they have not gone after him? Why? Because he's rich and he's white? That ain't right. All right. He's admitted to grabbing women by their private parts, and that's basically assault. Okay. That's against the law. But you have Bill Cosby going to court right now because women came out with some accusations that he did this and did that. Bill Cosby has always denied those allegations. But you got him in court. Why don't you got Trump in court right now? He's admitted to doing it. You don't have him in court. There's women that came out and said, yeah, he did this and did that. He has admitted to doing these things. I don't see you going after him. Why not? There's so many things that this man has done wrong. It's ridiculous. And I don't understand why he has not been asked to step down for running for presidency for real, for real. He shouldn't even be running. He should have been asked to step down because all this stuff's going on. He has a open rape case against him. It happened several years back or whatever. He has an open rape case against him that he's been paying money to keep it hush hush or push it back, whatever, to keep it out the public eye. But it's came to the light because you know the old saying, what you do in the dark will come to the light. This man should not be running for presidency at all. But you people have the audacity to support him and really trying to get him into the White House. That's crazy. That's crazy. What qualifies him to be in the White House? Now let's go back to Hillary real quick. Hillary has been on the Senate. She's been in the public eye for politics are concerned for quite some time now. Her husband was the president at one time. She was the first lady at one time. So she's been involved with this country and the aspect of dealing with other countries and all that for quite some time now. So that itself qualifies Hillary to have some knowledge about running this country. Okay? What qualifications does Trump have? Besides, he's a millionaire. And a shiesty one at that. He comes from money. Okay? His parents had money. Oh yeah, by the way, which are ex-KK members. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're still alive. If they're still alive, then they're probably still KKK members. If they're deceased, then they're ex-KK members. My fault, not KK. KKK members. Okay? And then you have the KKK backing this dude. So what's that tell you right there? He has the KKK backing him. All right? Getting money from him and everything. That's came to the light. All right? But what qualifies this man to run our country? He has no qualifications. This man has never sat on the Senate. He has never been a mayor. Hell, he's never even did city council. He's never even been on the city council. Hell, he's never even been on a school board. So what qualifies this guy to run our country? Basically, this dude came off this. Basically, you know what? The way I see this is, he basically just came off the street and said, "I'm gonna run for presidency." And since he had the money to do it and be able to do it, he's done. He's doing it, but he has no qualifications. And you want to turn around and say, "Well, he's a good businessman." He's not a good businessman. How is he a good businessman when he's basically filed for bankruptcy 9 times, 9 different times, and when he's done his business and had people working for him, not Americans though. The people that he's talking about, he want to build the board. He wants to build a wall to keep them out. Those are the people that he hired to build the Trump Plaza or whatever. Any business that he owned or built, anything he's ever built, he's always hired some kind of minorities, whether it be Chinese, Mexican, black, whatever. Mostly Mexicans and stuff, because they'll work for less pay than what Americans will, because we know our worth. You know what I mean? Anybody that's in poverty, he's hired for less pay. And then once they do the job that he needs done, he files for bankruptcy so he don't have to pay them. That's shicey as hell. That's shady. But you want to call him a good businessman, though. Come on, man. Stop that. That's not good business. That's not good business at all. Then you have, this dude is just ignorant, man. Making fun of people that have mental challenges, people that have disabilities. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that stuff as a president. What president have you ever seen? Excuse me. What person that's running for president have you ever seen make fun of disability people, disabled people, mentally challenged people. And that's the kind of person you want to run this country? That's the kind of person you want to represent us? No, no, that's unacceptable. Okay? To be like that is very unacceptable. To be a racist and a blatant racist, and we all know that racism still is alive in America and it's heavy in America. It's still alive and heavy. Okay? Let's not sit around and BS one another because that's what it is. There's still a lot of racist stuff going on in America. All right? But you want this guy who's a racist, very ignorant, very disrespectful, and a lot of other things. But you want this guy to run our country and he's not even qualified? You people are freaking sick, man. And people that supporting this dude, you basically want this to go back to slavery. That's what you want. When he says, let's make America great again, when has America ever been great for black people and people of color? When? It's never been great for us, man. Ever. Now, is it better than what it used to be? Yes. But it still has a long way to go. Okay? A long way. America has never, ever, ever, ever been great. Never. Now, America is better than a lot of other countries. I agree. But it's never been great. It's been great for, quote unquote, white people. It's never been great for people of color. Okay? Never. Ask any of them, and they'll tell you that. Okay? So, with that being said, I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not happy with this presidency right here. I'm not happy with all the candidates at all. But someone must get chosen. Okay, somebody must get chosen. So with that, you have to pick and choose your poison. Okay? Hillary Clinton, I think, will best represent America. Okay? I think she will be best to run this country. Okay? I don't think that Donald will be good to run this country. I'm almost positive. I'm like 1,000% positive that Donald wouldn't be a good fit for America. Hillary has been there. She's been involved with politics for a long time. Like I said, she was the first lady at once. She's been in the Senate. She's been under President Obama. She knows a lot more than Trump when it comes to running this country, man. All right. So I think that's the way to go. That's where I'm going with Hillary. Like I said, I'm not saying that she's the greatest and all that, but I think Hillary's a lot better than Trump. I think she conduct herself and carry herself way better than what Trump does. Trump is a loose cannon. Talk to people any kind of way. You know what I mean? You can't have a president like that, man. You can't have a president blowing his top and just talking to people any kind of way. And you know what I mean? You got kids watching. He's cussing on. He's cussing up a storm. And I don't got a problem with cussing because I cuss. You know what I mean? But there's a time and place for all that. There's a time and place for that. You know what I mean? And as a president, you can't be doing all that stuff. You just can't. Because you're supposed to be a role model and somebody, the kids look up to you or whatever. Even grown people look up to you. You're supposed to carry yourself in a certain way as a president. All right? Trump is not the one. Basically, it comes down to this, America. Do you want America to progress and move forward? Or do you want it to regress and go back to slavery? If you wanted to regress and go back to slavery, then you vote for Trump. If you wanted to go forward and progress, you vote for Hillary. I mean, it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? There's really no gray area with this right now. It's either you want to progress or regress. You know, Donald Trump he disgusts me. I mean, he literally disgusts me, for real. He's the worst person I ever seen in my 49 years of living. The worst person I ever seen run for presidency. For real. The worst. And for you people out there that's backing him, man, and supporting him, you need to be ashamed of yourself. And if you're not ashamed, it's because you want to see poor people, middle class people, people of color, black people, you want to see them down. You don't want to see them strive and do better. You don't want to see that. You want to see them, you know what I mean? You want to see them do bad. You don't want to see them do good. You want to go back to slavery and stuff like that. That's what you want. That's what you want if you want to see this man as a president, because that's all he's promoting. And then he's playing people against one another, playing races against each other. You know what I mean? And what's sad is, I was watching something on my Facebook today. I happened to hit this thing, and this lady came on, and she was a white lady, and she broke it down to the simplest thing as far as racism is concerned. Racism only exists because it's taught. It's the only reason it exists. It's been taught over years and years and years. That's why we still have racism. I'm a black man, raised by two black parents, great black parents. Neither one of my parents have ever, ever, ever taught me to be a racist. Never. That never even came up in our household. I was always taught you treat people according to the way they treat you. It's as simple as that. It's not about your skin tone, white, black, red. I have white friends, black friends, purple friends, red friends, yellow friends. Every color, any color there is, I got them. I'm far from a racist. Now, when somebody does something to me that I don't like, then you got a problem. It's not about your color. It's about the way you treated me or something that you did to me. It made me react to you like in a violent manner or in a manner that I want to do something to you. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It has everything to do with the way you treated me. And if more parents, mostly white, would teach their kids that instead of teaching them to dislike people of color, dislike black people, whatever, you wouldn't have racism. You wouldn't, because it's taught. You're not born with that. You don't. A kid's not born and they come out like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a racist." No, it's taught to them. If you don't teach it, it wouldn't be no racism. But you guys keep it going, white people. You keep it going. You teach your kids to not like blacks and people of color, especially blacks, and that's sad. That's why we can't stop racism. As much awareness we do and all that, it can only stop when people stop it. When they stop teaching it. I mean, for real. And then you got this idiot, man, that he's talking about he want to build a wall. He want to, he's talking bad against Muslims and everything. And you gonna try to tell me he's not a racist? And let's be clear, man, because I'm really tired of this situation. Let's be clear on this. You want to talk about you want to move people out of this country and this and that. That's foreigners. Well, America, let's keep it funky, man. We're all foreigners in this land. The only people that was in America before y'all so-called Christopher Columbus discovering, which that's a total lie that you keep feeding our kids. The Indians were here first in America, just like black people were first in Africa, in Egypt. All right? The Indians were here first. So quit lying and teaching our kids that Christopher Columbus discovered America because he did not. America was already discovered. Now, what he did do was come steal America from the Indians. That's what he did. Just like y'all came and stole us black people from Africa to enslave us to build this damn country. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And y'all still owe us to this day. Y'all said, when y'all set us free, y'all gonna give us 40 acres and a mule. That's never happened. And it's never going to happen. Because you won't let it happen. Because you want the 40 acres and the mule. Let's keep it 100. America will always be racist because, let's look at it, man. Let's look at Congress, period. Let's look at Congress, all right? Now, you got to remember, when the Congress was made and all that, we still were slaves and stuff. So who was in Congress and, me having the positions? Members of the KKK. White people. Look at Congress today. Yeah, you got a few blacks sprinkled here and there and stuff, but it's predominantly white and descendants of people that were from the KKK. And as long as you have that, we're going to go through what we're going through. Okay? As long as you got these old ass white people in Congress that still have bigotry on the brain, that still are racist, still don't like people of color and black people, we're going to have this problem all across the board, from the top of the government all the way down to the police. And that's real. All descendants of KKK members, and have been taught to hate and dislike black people and people of color. And as long as you have that, it's going to continue, man. Until you, white people, break this cycle and stop teaching your kids to hate people because of the pigment of their skin. Until that happens, we're going to always have racism. Okay? We're going to always have racism until people stop teaching their kids to hate because of somebody's skin tone. And that's sad. It's 2016. You're ready to be 2017. And we're still dealing with racism. That's sad. Really. And I have kids. My kids are grown now. And I've never taught them to be racist. My oldest son's about to get married to a white woman. Beautiful white woman. I ain't mad at that. Because I always told my kids, you find somebody you love them because they love you the way you love them. I don't care what color they are. He could have brung in a purple chick like Captain Kirk used to have all kind of different females. He was a player. Captain Kirk wasn't no racist. He screwed everybody. Red, orange, brown, white, whatever color. He didn't care. Because it's about the way they treated him. And that's the way I tell my kids. It's about the way they treat you. You don't judge nobody because of their skin tone. You judge them on the merits of the way they treat you. The way they treat you and the way they treat other people, that's what you judge them on. All right? And that's what we should be teaching all of our kids. Not to hate because of the color of my skin or somebody's skin. That's not right. That's never been right. So we need to stop that right there. If we do that, you can nip racism in the bud. If you really wanted racism to stop, that's how you stop it. Stop teaching your children to hate people because of the skin tone. That'll stop racism. That's how you stop it. There's no other way to stop it but that. Because it's taught. It's not nothing else. Okay? When a baby's born into this world, they're not born and they wake up and say, I'm going to be a racist. No, it's taught to them. Stop teaching it and this will stop. Racism will stop. All right? But back to them. Back to Trump in the presidency. He's not the right candidate, y'all. And y'all must see that. Wake up, America. When he says, let's make America great again, America has never been great for people of color and black people ever, 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 ever. It's always been great for white people. So you're basically saying, let's make America white supremacist again. I was just saying, we ain't having it. So, elections coming up is upon us. Actually, Tuesday is election day. I'm encouraging everybody to go out there and vote. I can't tell you who to vote for, but I'm encouraging you to vote, especially you black people, people of color, because there's too many people that died on the front lines of civil rights, fighting for our rights to be able to vote, to be able to go to a store and eat, to be able to go to a store and shop, to be able to go to any bathroom instead of having segregation. You know what I mean? Too many people have died. Too many good Americans, black Americans. All right, too many good black people have died in the civil rights movement, fighting for our rights, the right to vote, the right to have clean water, the right to be able to live among everybody else. You know what I mean? They fought too hard for that, for you not to get out there and vote. And what I say to you people that's not going to vote, well, when the shit hits the fan, keep your damn mouth shut because you didn't do your due diligence in your job and get out and vote like you're supposed to. So if you don't vote, don't complain. Shut your mouth and deal with the consequences of you not voting. Don't be in the barbershop talking shit. Oh, yeah, but nah. Did you vote? No, I didn't vote. All right, well, shut up because you didn't do your job. So everybody, please, November 8th is coming. Get out there and vote. All right? I'm voting for Hillary. Who you voting for?